as it goes, human beings are not making human beings are making 5% decisions for themselves, while the rest is out of stuff. Human beings are making 5% decisions for themselves. They don't take choices for themselves. They're waiting to decide. So, what made me come to that conclusion that humanity is on life support? Well, if I see this clear out. So, what made me come to that conclusion that human beings are not making any choices for themselves is based off of my human experiences. I'm not able. I saw the way I was treated in school. I'm not able to receive any interaction from my classmates when I was in first grade to get a speak. Like and another example. For example, when I was in second grade, my teacher announced to their class that there would be a pizza party. She announced to the class there would be a pizza party, and she had a slip. She told the students to take their slips to their parents and make sure to sign, make sure their parents' signature is on the slip, and make sure that they give you $10 to contribute to the pizza party. And I was so excited to come to, I was so excited for Friday because I wanted that day to come so quick. I wanted I wanted that day to happen. I couldn't wait to I couldn't wait for that day to happen. The reason why is because it was a pizza party, and I also wanted my classmates to try the desserts. That's my favorite dessert, and also was my favorite chip, like onion rings, chocolate brownies, and also grape soda. And I remember just walking in the class, and my second grade teacher, said to me, "Put my head down." I'm like, "Huh? Put my head down?" He said to me, "Andrew, when you sit down at your chair, make sure to put your head down." So I was quite confused because I'm looking back and I don't see her saying that to none of my classmates. And I remember putting my head down, and my head is down, and I hear my classmates interacting with one another. Even the most Buddhist kids in the back of the class interacting with one another. So I remember, trying to lift up my head to see what's going on, and I see that my classmates heads are not down. And none of them, not a single one of them, like questioned the teacher and say, "Hey, why is his head is down? That's not fair. His head is so he contributed. He got a piece of pie. He gave you an envelope. He put he brought food for the class, soda for the class. Why is he not taking part of this pizza party? It's a treatment, right? And this is not the first time. This is not the first time I was treated that way. I even eat something. Oh man, it's a treatment. The way I'm being excluded. I was excluded. I was excluded in school. They didn't let me. I wasn't allowed to be part of any activities. I wasn't allowed to interact with my classmates. I couldn't wait when I was a child. I couldn't wait to be an adult. But I'm an adult now, and I can't. No matter I graduated high school in 2012. No matter how many jobs I applied for, not a single job shows interest in hiring me. I'm 31 years old. I've been applying for jobs since 2012. Calculate the years. Calculate it. How long that's too long. That's an anomaly. If you've been applying for jobs, if you've been applying for jobs since 2012, then that's a problem. And you have not been able to get a job, that's a major. That's definitely an anomaly. That's not supposed to happen. And the way I thought about the way I'm situated, I thought about the way I'm situated, how my family behaves, how people behave, and that's when I came to that conclusion. And I must be, different than the rest of the human beings on this planet. And then I came to another conclusion that there must be a program or some sort of advanced machine that's dictating who should live where, who should get married, and I started learning. So I applied my experiences, and pretty much I merged my experiences and my ideas together, and I came to that conclusion that there's a program that is governing humanity, and the human beings are not able to make choices for themselves. So there was one point in time where I came across this article where someone had mentioned that they uh, they were married to several women, and their names are alike, last names are alike, the first name is alike, and they also like a doppelganger. And he mentioned it's so weird, how the woman, for example, and then he ends up he ends up dealing with a blonde. Could be at his work, could be possibly somewhere, at a bar, and he ends up doing it with the blondie, and he ends up getting married, and then it happens again. Like they get a divorce, but yet he ends up getting another blondie, or there's another way of understanding the situation, right? Just like there was a person on social anxiety support community, and he said something's in the water. I'm like, something's in the water. So someone understood what I was talking about, right? About that is a program that is dictating who should have a partner, who should not, who should have a job or who should not, who should win the lottery or who should not. And they memorized what I said on the post, and it brought me right up in that thread. They had actually introduced my username into the thread. I'm like, oh snap. But anyway, he mentioned something is quite weird. I don't know if it's something in the water or government, but yeah, there, during the late '90s, Hispanic women and African American men would always be seen in movies making out with one another, and it's also in real life too. You notice there's a sudden change, and then it changes. A white man, and then it will be a white man, and then a Hispanic woman. You notice there's several changes within the decade. Like it's as if someone is playing a role and influencing these groups, these race groups, to actually, you know, have a relationship with one another. And this is what I was talking about. But yeah, humanity is on life support. That's a better, besides saying managing humanity, that's a better way of saying it. Because what I've learned here is that human beings do not make choices at all. And if they do make choices, it would affect them, the management program from being able to maintain civilization. They're not able to, you're not able, the management program dictates when you should die, crash on airplanes, get disease, and who should be interacting with who, like on social media. Like I have a, what do you call it? I have a secret account on TikTok, and I noticed that I don't get much. And the content is about video games and anime and other topics I talk about, and I don't get no content whatsoever. Someone else can just upload a video, just one video, and they get a whole bunch of views, just like that, and people follow them. Me, no one follows me. Creepy. It's rough. It makes me, the more I experience this type of treatment, the more information I'm able to create. I'm able to create more concepts and apply them into my real life situations to make myself aware and possibly others aware. But yeah, this is to me that's not looking good. Humanity is not in the right place. Yeah, it's on life support. To me, humanity is dying. That's my final conclusion. Besides, I mentioned managing. There's not supposed to be a quantum computer managing humanity. It's it's like how can I put it? Let me rephrase it a bit. Someone's trying to keep humanity alive secretly, and they don't want the citizens to figure out what they're doing. That's what's going on. Because when I look at how I talk on the internet and I see how the people online try to make me look silly, they try to make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about every time I talk about the way I'm being treated. I said I can't get a job. I said how I was exposing how I'm being treated by people in real life. No one wants to interact with me. No one wants to do anything with me. It's becoming a problem. I know. I don't have a criminal record. I know I never killed no one. And my family, they're so interested in putting me in prison. Their mind. No, what I mean by prison, they're interested in seeing me in a worse situation. Like for example, on February, was it so? Let's say June 27, 2022, when I went to court. My cousin couldn't wait to tell me that that he doesn't want to. He said I'm going to be in a shelter with people who came out of prison. But I graduated community college with an associate's degree in psychology. And the funny part is, why would someone want to see me in a situation where you know I did so good in my life by going to college. I made progress in my life, and they want to see me in a situation where I'm being exposed to man who came out of prison. That's like they want me to be exposed to unhealthy behaviors so they can change my behavior so I wouldn't be interested or slash motivated to continue my education or having a career. Shelter means you're done with your career because you're living in a shelter means I won't be able to finish school. That means I have to live in that type of situation for the rest of my life, especially knowing that I have a lot of trouble. I probably would end up getting kicked out of the street. And that's what the program wants. The program wants the worst for me, not the best for me, no matter what I do. But anyway, I came on to talk about this, and I was trying to talk about it for that was it last month or a couple of weeks ago. But I ended up getting sick. I was in the hospital. But that's what I wanted to say. Human beings, right, as of now, they're not using the full potential of their mind, and yeah, humanity is going to life support. This is becoming to the point of what exactly is happening, right? Why is it that humanity is on life support? Why is it that the citizens are not able to make choices for themselves? And I remember what was my professor said. My professor said to me in class that he said that rich people, middle class people, poor people, they were not meant to be sane. If anybody was sane, they wouldn't be, rich people and poor people, middle class people wouldn't exist. Well, I find it interesting, thinking logically, that was the correct logic. And again, it's kind of incomplete because yeah, they're not thinking they're not sane. The people who poor, yeah, if they were sane, they would all come together and say, hey, someone's putting us in this situation. They're not, and especially the managers in the management program, they definitely don't want to see a person like me come and interrupt their goals. All they say is goal, more like goals, their objectives. To at least have 100% complete with managing this existence. But anyway, thank you for watching. I know I got zero views, so I thank you.